Did you know this about Canada? Interesting insights. Canada has the longest coastline of any country in the world. It is approximately 202,080 kilometers, which is significantly greater than the second longest coastline of Indonesia. Canada produces over 80% of the world's supply of maple syrup, with most of it exported from Quebec province. The world's smallest jail is located in Roddickton, Ontario. It measures only 24.3 square meters. Canada has more lakes than any other country in the world. It is estimated to have over 2 million lakes, which is more than all other countries combined. Although basketball is closely associated with the United States, it was actually invented by a Canadian. Dr. James Naismith, a Canadian physical education instructor, invented the sport in 1891. In the 1880s, a bear cub named Winnipeg was used to deliver mail in a small town in Canada. The bear later became the inspiration behind the famous children's book character, Winnie the Pooh. According to Canada's Immigration Department, Santa Claus is a Canadian citizen. They even assigned him a postal code, which is H0H0H0. The world's largest beaver dam is in Canada's Wood Buffalo National Park in Alberta. The dam is visible from space and measures 850 meters in length. Canada has an official phone number, 1800 Canada from within Canada, which you can call with general questions or to learn more about Canada. The name Canada comes from the word Canada, used by the Iroquois, a Native American tribe who lived in Quebec in the 16th century. Canada means village or settlement. In some parts of Canada, milk is sold in bags rather than plastic jugs or cartons commonly found in other countries. The lowest temperature ever recorded in Canada was -63 C in Snag, Yukon. It is almost as cold as the surface temperature on Mars. Canada has two official languages, English and French. A significant portion of the population in Quebec speaks French as their first language. While ice hockey is very popular, lacrosse is actually Canada's national summer sport, whereas ice hockey is the national winter sport. The Trans-Canada Highway is one of the longest national highways in the world, spanning 8,030 kilometers from the west coast to the east coast. Once a major player in the smartphone market, the BlackBerry was developed in Canada by a company called Research in Motion, RIM. In 1967, Canada built the world's first UFO landing pad in St. Paul, Alberta, as a centennial project to attract both tourists and Martians to Canada. Despite being the second largest country in the world in terms of land area, Canada has a relatively small population. As of 2020, its population is approximately 37 million. Canada has an Apology Act. This law, established in 2009, stipulates that saying sorry is not an admission of guilt but an expression of sympathy or regret. Dinosaur Provincial Park in Alberta, Canada, is recognized as the richest dinosaur fossil field in the world. Over 500 complete dinosaur skeletons have been discovered in the park.